Undisputed. Football season is almost here. Is Aaron Rodgers still the best quarterback in the NFL? And is everyone underrating Dak Prescott? Plus, Manny Pacquiao's trainer, Freddie Roach, is in studio with us after Manny's big win this weekend. Really looking forward to that one. Undisputed coming up next. Jenna, back to you. All right, Jenny, thanks. All right, time for us to go viral. Back here on First Things First. Antonio Brown recently posted this video of his insane workout, catching bricks midair, all while wearing Versace loafers. That was probably the toughest part. Luckily for us, we got both a Hall of Famer wide receiver and a brick.
Oh, okay. Challenge levied.
Here you go. This is the moment you've
Okay,
been
first,
waiting
who was in my office and brought this brick down here?
Members of the staff who remain nameless, protect the innocent.
Are you not happy with the particular brick?
It's a heavy brick, man.
Do I have to go behind the back?
You gotta go behind the back. Oh, no! No! Oh, I feel like this is...
Wait, let's start the segment over.
I retired.
Rerun it.
I'm done. That hurt my nail.
That hurt your nail. I told you I would do it for you, man.
Nick, that is not a real offer.
The Hall of Fame, they say they're not going to take me out of the Hall.
Oh, okay.
It said also, review. That was a bad pass.
And I will say, that is not a standard issue brick. I don't know if that's made of granite or something. That's heavy.
This was a tribute to me, the Vikings. They knew I used to do these things. They put this out in front of the new stadium, US Bank Stadium. Put one out last year before. It's all in the hands. That also used to be the name of my company. Did all my endorsements and everything. So that's how I made my money.
Who invented this drill?
No one invented. I would say Jerry Rice's dad brought it to football.
Bro, that's what I mean.
Jerry Rice's dad in the summer job throwing the bricks off the building. And Jerry Rice doing Jerry Rice things. Hey, Odell, catch one of these bricks on your head before you try to catch Jerry Rice's yardage.
All righty then.
Hey, man.
Good job, AB. Keep up the good work.
Let's talk some Dallas Cowboys. If they get everyone paid on the team, they are very well.
Brick down here gonna get some.
They are very well in the running to be one of the best teams in the league this season. But with training camp just a week away, there are still questions looming, namely, will Zeke be there? According to reports, he doesn't actually know yet. The fourth-year running back with 2 years left on his deal has yet to decide if he'll hold out. Chris, how important is it for the Cowboys to get this deal done?
Well, this is the thing with the Cowboys moving forward. They're going to have to come up with an understanding. It's kind of like New York real estate. Like when we came from Los Angeles, Jenna, you were already here and everything, so you've understood this for a while. You can have certain requests as far as what you want in your apartment or your home here, but you have to make your priorities. All right? Do you want 3 bedrooms? Do you want a steam, which I had in my last house? You want a swimming pool? You want a backyard? You want all these things, but you have to make it a priority. Are my clothes being stored in enough closet space? The Cowboys have to make a priority. Is it Dak or is it Zeke? The other players are going to get paid. Byron Jones, they're going to sign him to a contract. He's a very good player. Amari Cooper, they just traded for him. They're going to sign him to a contract. But you have to make up your mind to the Dallas Cowboys what's more important. In pro football, it's more important to have a great quarterback than it is any other position. But when you have where the running back is actually a better football player than the quarterback, that becomes the dilemma. And I believe the Dallas Cowboys, they're going to side with the quarterback. I don't think they should. I believe Zeke should hold out because if you look at what happened to Todd Gurley, if you look at the running back market, L. Bell sat out a whole year. Did he get a ginormous contract? He got a good contract, but he didn't reset the market, which everyone thought. And Zeke saw that Todd Gurley, not only his knee, but they came to him with 2 years left and decided to extend him. I'm sure Zeke and his representation, that is what they're preaching. And also the Dallas Cowboys, they don't really have a leg to stand on because they've already set a precedent in their locker room. It's not like some other organization where you can come back, Nick, and be like, you know something, this is not something we do.
Just with the way we do business.
He could look across the locker room and be like, there are guys here that were the same status as me. He would question, I'm a better player than them, and you gave them contract extensions. That's why I deserve mine.
Tyron Smith, top 10 pick, all pro. So top 10 pick, same situation as Zeke. with 2 years left on his deal, got a brand new deal. Now, some would say Tyron shouldn't have signed that deal, that it was a very team-friendly deal, but it was a player who had dealt with, he had that first-round money. Tyron had some family money issues, wanted more long-term security, accepted what I think
he was the best at his position at that time,
absolutely. Too. And he got, I think, an 8-year deal. It was crazy the way it worked, a bunch of team options at the end of it. Zeke can credibly say, man, I'm as good, if not better, than at my position than Tyron's been at his. We've won since I've been here. The numbers are undeniable. It's not just that he's got 2 rushing titles. He averages about 100 yards rushing per game since he's been in the league. They win when he plays well, and they don't when he doesn't. When he rushes for 100 yards, they are 16-3. When he doesn't, they are 16-13. When he has 100 yards total from scrimmage, they're 22-7. That's a 12-4 pace. When he doesn't, they're 10-9. That's obviously just about an 8-8 pace. So they desperately need him. He knows they need him, and the importance of this year can't be overstated. So to me, this is a big question on who's going to blink first. Does Zeke truly believe the Cowboys would risk him missing games? And if so, then the Cowboys, the leverage shifts. And do the Cowboys truly believe Zeke actually would miss games? Like, that's where this ultimately is a game of chicken to a degree, and you have to see who thinks they have the leverage in their favor. Ultimately, the Cowboys can say they have the hammer. You have 2 years left on your deal. We have guys, the quarterback's only got 1 left. Amari's only got 1 left. Byron Jones only has 1 left. And Zeke can say, okay, that's great, but I'm better than all those guys. To Chris' point, hey, once you're done talking, I'm actually the best player on the team. I'm the most productive player on the team. And by some measures, I'm the most important player on the team. And are you going to risk the beginning of the season? Are you going to risk the last year before all of our new contracts kick in, and you all of a sudden have to start making some tough roster decisions, salary cap-wise?
I feel like, yes, to everything you just said. Yes, you're the focal point of that offense. Yes, everyone plays better when you're in there. Yes, the team plays better when they're in there. But I feel like the team bought themselves some extra time, if not a year, by this latest trip to the principal's office when Zeke went in to see the commissioner, where you said, okay, that happened. Maybe now the team can still get Ezekiel Elliott, but maybe wait another year. Can that fold into their negotiating powers with them?
It's got to. There's no way that Dallas saw that video and said, you know something? Let's invest 5 more years of guaranteed into Zeke. Now, they might ultimately do it, but to think that everything that's occurred, they're going to disregard that. Now, if Jerry Jones, and this was middle 80s, early 90s, I've been like, yeah, that's what Jerry gonna do. Yeah, that's exactly what he's gonna do. But you can see, as far as Stephen Jones in his role as their general manager and the #1 contract negotiator, you can see some of the conversation with Dallas. It's not that way anymore. So he's trying to, Jerry has commented about signing Dak moving into the future, but man, Steven has been a little more, hey, pump your brakes a little bit, and he goes about business a little bit different, which I believe is a nice buffer for Jerry to have at this stage of his life.
And in today's NFL, we need to look no further than the Seattle Seahawks, which is, if you just hit it out of the park on a draft, you've got this 4-year window before guys start getting paid where you can have a dominant team. And let's just look what the Cowboys have been in this 4-year window. Year 1, they are 13-3, home field advantage through the NFC playoffs in their building. And what happened? Man, first playoff game, down 15 going into the 4th quarter. Dak executes a comeback, and they get Aaron Rodgers. Like, they kick a field goal to tie the game with 30 seconds left. Rodgers, 3rd and 20. Amazing play. Jared Cook, Mason Crosby field goal at the gun. Okay, no problem. Just like Randy thought after the 15-1 season. No problem. We'll be right back.
We'll be back next year.
We'll be right back.
I'm over there crying in my stomach.
Right, and what happened the next year? Zeke misses 6 games. And that first game he missed, who'd they play? Atlanta. And that loss to Atlanta ended up being the difference between Atlanta going to the playoffs at 10-6 and Dallas being home at 9-7. And then last year, what happened? Last year, all offseason, what was the question? How are they going to replace Dez and Witten? How are they going to help elevate Dak back to year 1 levels? Well, they didn't have an answer for the first half of the year, and it ruined them. I know they won 8 of their last 9 games. I know they won a playoff game, but they dug themselves such a deep hole that they were going to, starting in the 2nd round, be on the road every playoff game. And now we're to year 4. Are they going to risk year 4? We start off 0-2 with games against the Giants and Washington instead of 2-0 because Zeke's sitting at home? Or are you going to give yourself your best chance to win a title right now and worry about the salary cap in 2020 when 2020 gets here?
And then there's the issue of Dak Prescott. How much better does Ezekiel Elliott make Dak Prescott, and how important is that for the Cowboys?
Well, last year, Jerry and them made the decision that even though Zeke is here, he's still not good enough for him. We're going to trade a first-round pick for Amari Cooper, bring Amari Cooper over. So last year, Nick, to your point about they're not going to waste a season, they didn't want to waste a season last year.
Yep.
That's why they were forced into giving up that first-round pick. So now moving forward, yes, the quarterback is affected by all these because he's not that good. He can't carry the franchise.
This is where, and I get myself in this trouble sometimes. Sometimes talk less. Sometimes if the Cowboys had not for a year said Dak's getting paid, then guess what? You pay your best player, Zeke.
Yes.
You pay Amari because you traded for him. And Dak's got a year left, and everyone expects him to have to go prove it.
And you've been saying that for so long.
But they kept saying,
here we go.
that they're going to pay Dak, and now they might
Hey, Shannon,
best
I'm throwing this brick at you, homie.